Three objections to the resurrection and why they fail. In every generation, people raise objections to the resurrection of Jesus. But when you actually look at the history and the scriptures, these objections fall apart fast. Let's walk through the three biggest objections and why none of them explain the empty tomb. 1. The swoon theory. Some claim Jesus didn't really die. He just fainted on the cross and later revived in the tomb. But the Bible itself tells us the Romans were watching him closely. Matthew 27:36 says, "And sitting down, they began to keep watch over him there." These were professional executioners. Their job was to make sure the victim was truly dead. Then John adds another detail. One of the soldiers pierced his side, and immediately blood and water came out. John 19:34. That's a medical sign of death. A man who's been scourged, crucified, stabbed, wrapped in spices, and sealed in a tomb doesn't wake up, roll away a stone, overpower guards, and convince the world he's the risen Lord. The swoon theory collapses under the weight of both history and scripture. 2. The stolen body theory. Some argue the disciples stole the body and made up the resurrection, but the Bible makes that impossible. Matthew 27:65-66 says, "You have a guard, and they made the tomb secure and set a seal on the stone." Not only was the tomb sealed, there was a Roman guard unit assigned to watch it. You don't sneak past Roman soldiers. You don't fight them. You don't bribe them, especially when failure meant execution. And even if the disciples could steal the body, why would they die as martyrs for something they knew was a lie? People die for what they believe is true, not for what they know is false. This theory collapses under both logic and scripture. 3. The hallucination theory. Others claim the disciples just imagined the risen Jesus, but the Bible directly contradicts that. 1 Corinthians 15:6 says, "He appeared to more than 500 brothers at one time." Hallucinations are individual experiences. There is no such thing as a shared, identical hallucination seen by 500 people at the same moment. Psychology doesn't allow it, history doesn't support it, and hallucinations don't leave empty tombs behind. This objection collapses under both scripture and basic science. Every natural explanation falls apart. The death of Jesus was real, the tomb was secure, the witnesses were many, and history points to one conclusion big enough to explain it all. Jesus Christ truly rose from the dead. If this helps strengthen your faith, like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video.